Okay, I am so confused. I thought we had this film a couple months ago. Because back in 2017 we had A Dog's Purpose, and then a few months ago we had A Dog's Way Home, based on a book by the same author of A Dog's Purpose. However, that had nothing to do with it, despite them looking identical. I mean, look at the posters. Even the posters make it seem like it's some sort of spiritual sequel. But then the weekend that A Dog's Way Home was released, a trailer dropped for A Dog's Journey that is technically the sequel to A Dog's Purpose, and that is written by the same author. It just gets so confusing. They're dogs films. How am I so confused by this?
Like a drum, my heart never stops beating for you.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Luke's Reviews, and I have finally stopped endlessly rewatching Avengers Endgame, for now, and I went to the cinema to see the sequel to 2017 sadistic dog-killing film A Dog's Purpose, that is called A Dog's Journey. The sequel picks up not too long after the end of the first film. You've got Bailey, who's voiced by Josh Gad, and he is now reunited with his original owner Ethan, played by Dennis Quaid, and so they're sharing a happy family life together now. Except their daughter-in-law is a bit of a nightmare. She's recently been widowed, so she's having to raise her daughter up on her own, even though Dennis Quaid and his wife are happy to step in and help out, but she's off the rails, she's drinking, she's not the best mother in the world. They end up separating, and as this current incarnation of Bailey is dying, Ethan asks him to look after CJ, that's his granddaughter, when he returns, so he can basically look after CJ the same way that he always looked after Ethan. And that's that. We meet CJ at various points in her life where Josh Gad, as the dog, is there to help her. Films like this, it's difficult to critique. It's chock-a-block full of plot holes. The dialogue is incredibly corny in places. It's full of really soppy direction as well. But for whatever reason, you never feel angry. It makes you feel happy. It makes you feel warm inside. You feel almost brighter after having seen these films. I think it's just that plucky attitude that becomes so infectious to watch translate on screen. A Dog's Journey by no means should be overanalyzed and picked apart. What it is it's a simple, straightforward boy and his dog, or in this case a girl and her dog, tearjerker. And it succeeds in that. There are a number of occasions where it hits the marks that it needs to, and yeah, you tear up a little. Gad makes for, yet again, another very charismatic voice as Bailey and all the other dogs that are kind of Bailey, but not Bailey, but yet they are still Bailey in a way. Don't overanalyze the premise, it will do your head in. And he manages to give each dog a fun personality each time it changes. And it is far better than what Bryce Dallas Howard did in A Dog's Way Home. I'll let you know now, I used my pass a few months ago for A Dog's Way Home. Every year I give myself a pass where if a movie is just becoming too much to even sit through, I can just up and leave. But I only give myself one for the entire year, and I used it for A Dog's Way Home. Not because the film was inherently terrible. It was just incredibly boring. I was falling asleep in places, and Bryce Dallas Howard as the voice of the dog is so unbelievably irritating. All of her lines and her delivery just resorts to, "Hi, I'm Bella, and I'm a dog. Woof woof, bark, bark." What am I doing? I have lost the plot. Dennis Quaid is solid as well, although later in the film he gets some really bad prosthetic work. You'll know it when you see it in the film, but oof, yeah, they were clearly running low on budget by that time. But also, Kathryn Prescott appears in the film, and she plays a grown-up version of CJ, and she predominantly carries most of this film on her back, and she's a really good up-and-comer. I was really impressed with her. It does drag in places, and some of the performances are still incredibly hammy, not to mention that they still haven't quite cracked the tonal shifts that they suffered from in the first film, because there are some lovely little moments of dogs playing with their humans, but at the same time it will automatically then switch to really dark moments. Like, at least half of these characters are either total jackasses or dying. But by the end, I'd be lying if I said that I didn't have a little lump in my throat. Look, A Dog's Journey is by no means the best film you're ever going to see in cinemas. But if you want a little escape and you want to take the family, you just want to have a little bit of fun, watch a cute dog or cute dogs. Maybe tear up a little and just remember why they are man's best friend in the first place. You'd be hard pushed to go wrong with A Dog's Journey, really. So overall, I'm going to give A Dog's Journey a 6.5 out of 10. Anyway guys, those were my thoughts on A Dog's Journey. If you have seen the film, let me know what you thought in the comments below, as well as your favourite boy or girl and her dog story. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and blog are in the description below. Many thanks for watching guys, and I shall see you in the next video.